Somewhere in the cracks of history, reality starts to bleed. You look to the past, hoping for truth. Instead, you find something else. These aren't stories. They're signals, echoes, warnings. Some mysteries refuse to die. They mock science. They laugh at reason. And they whisper of something ancient, hiding in plain sight. Every ruin, every artifact, every unexplained death leads to one terrifying thought. We missed something. Or worse, it was hidden from us. These aren't gaps in history. They're veins. And something is pulsing beneath them. And tonight, we dig straight into the heart of it. History's greatest mysteries that no one can explain. The truth is watching. Some mysteries don't whisper. They scream. They leave behind bodies, clues, and questions that defy all logic. Like 9 hikers found dead in the snow, with crushed ribs, missing eyes, and no footprints but their own. February 1959. 9 Soviet hikers set out into the frozen Ural Mountains and never returned. They were students, trained in survival, led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov. When search teams arrived, what they found was madness. The hikers' tent slashed open from the inside. Not by animals, by knives. Some bodies were found nearly a mile away, barefoot, half-dressed, in sub-zero cold. Several had fractured skulls, shattered ribs, but no external wounds. Lyudmila Dubinina was missing her tongue and her eyes. There were no signs of struggle, no animal prints, no avalanche debris, only one set of tracks, their own. The official explanation? A compelling natural force. Unofficially, theories exploded. Some blamed secret military tests. Radiation was found on their clothes. Others pointed to infrasound, a low-frequency terror trigger. In 2019, Russia reopened the case. The new answer? Avalanche. But the tent still stood. There was no snow debris, and the injuries not consistent with avalanche trauma. 60 years later, no one agrees on what really happened. Only one thing is certain. Something killed them, and whatever it was, left no trace but fear. August 1969. A letter arrives at the San Francisco Chronicle. No return address. Inside, a cryptic symbol and a threat. If you don't print this cipher, I will go on a kill rampage. It wasn't a bluff. People were already dead. 1968. A young couple shot on a remote road. Then another, then another. Each time, the killer called the police himself. He didn't just murder. He performed. He wanted the world to watch and fail. 4 ciphers. Only one has ever been cracked. The rest, still unsolved. He claimed 37 kills, only 5 were confirmed. The rest, whispers in the dark. He threatened school buses, mocked detectives, taunted the media. Lake Berryessa, Northern California. A quiet afternoon by the water. 2 college students, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, alone, relaxing in the sun. Then, out of nowhere, a man appeared, wearing a hood, dark, homemade, on his chest, a white crosshair, the Zodiac symbol. He said he was an escaped convict, that he needed their car. It was a lie. He tied them up, clothesline, pre-cut, hands, ankles, no escape. Then, he pulled out a knife, slow, methodical, 10 wounds for her, 6 for him. He walked away, not running, just calm, just done. Then, he wrote a message on their car door. Cecilia didn't survive. Brian did. And he remembered everything, the voice, the lies, the symbol, the killer, calm, silent, surgical, and never caught. Letters kept coming, but the killings vanished. Dozens of suspects, none confirmed, no arrest, no name. In 2020, after decades, the infamous 340-character cipher was cracked. I am not afraid of the gas chamber. But still, no name, no closure, just arrogance. 5 murders, 37 claims, 4 ciphers, 1 ghost. The Zodiac didn't vanish. He faded, like a shadow that never needed light. Imagine this, a ship found drifting in the Atlantic, completely abandoned. No crew, no struggle, no explanation. The Mary Celeste was discovered with dinner still on the table, cups half filled, a meal left cold, belongings untouched. The captain's log stopped mid-journey, no sign of violence, no distress signals. The lifeboat, missing, no footprints on deck, no bodies in the water. Storm, pirates, mutiny, no evidence. The sea was calm when rescuers found her. Some whisper of curses, others suggest something unnatural, that the crew vanished into thin air. Captain Benjamin Briggs, his family and crew, gone, vanished without a trace. Hundreds of theories, but no proof, no answers, only the haunting silence of a ghost ship, sailing forever through mystery. The Mary Celeste, a riddle the ocean refuses to reveal. But the sea isn't the only place where entire lives disappear without a trace. In 1587, over 100 English settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, a new beginning in the New World. But when a supply ship returned 3 years later, the entire colony had vanished. No bodies, no signs of struggle, just one cryptic word carved into a post, Croatoan. Was it a message, a warning, or a clue? Theories range from massacre by hostile tribes to secret evacuation to assimilation with local Native American tribes. No trace of the settlers was ever found, only whispers of vanished lives swallowed by the wilderness. The fate of Roanoke remains history's oldest American mystery, an unsolved puzzle carved in wood, lost to time. But some mysteries aren't lost in the wild. They're written in a language no one on Earth can read. A book exists, filled with drawings of plants that don't exist, stars that don't align, and a language no living person has ever spoken. It's called the Voynich Manuscript. No title, no author, and no one, not the FBI, not the NSA, not AI, can read a single word. Discovered in 1912, carbon dated to the 1400s. It follows grammar, sentence structure, but in a script that appears utterly invented. Theories? A medieval cipher, a hoax, a lost language. Some even claim it's not human at all. Over a century of codebreakers, defeated. AI models trained on every world language, failed. Every symbol defies logic, while pretending to follow it. It's been called a secret medical book, a work of magic, or a message meant for something else to find. Whatever it is, the Voynich Manuscript exists, and its silence is louder than any truth we've ever uncovered. We've cracked tombs, broken seals, scanned every inch of the Great Pyramid for centuries. And yet, the most advanced technology on Earth just revealed something we were never supposed to find. In 2017, scientists fired cosmic particles, muons, through the pyramid. What they found? A massive, empty space, completely hidden inside the heart of the structure. No tunnel, no stairs, no sign it was ever meant to be discovered. Just a chamber the size of a jet plane, sealed for over 4,000 years. Some believe it's a decoy, others whisper it's a second tomb. But one question echoes louder than any theory. How did they build this? 230-ton blocks, flawless geometry, a line to true north with laser precision, before the compass even existed. There are no records, no blueprints, and now, a chamber no one can enter, but someone clearly meant to hide. This isn't just a wonder of the ancient world, it's a code, and we've only cracked the first line. The Great Pyramid may be the oldest structure on Earth, but it's starting to feel like the newest mystery. But if a secret is hidden in stone, some are written in clay. In a museum drawer in Iraq sits a cracked clay tablet, faded, overlooked. But when scholars translated it, they found something that rewrote the limits of human history. It's called the Sumerian King List, a record of every king who ruled Mesopotamia, the world's first known civilization. But the problem isn't what it says. It's how long it says they ruled. The first kings, supposedly real men, ruled for 28,800 years, 36,000 years, 43,200 years, each, and then a flood, a great flood, the tablet says, swept over the land. After that, kings lived normal human lifespans, just like that. Here's where it gets stranger. Some names on the list, like Gilgamesh, match real archaeological evidence, but others don't exist anywhere else. They only live on this one stone slab. So what is this? A myth that accidentally names real kings? A historical document that casually mentions 200,000 years of rule before humans even had agriculture? This isn't just a list, it's a timeline that breaks time. What kind of civilization remembers kings that ruled when the Ice Age was still ending? And who were they before the flood? We call the Sumerians the first writers in history. But what if they weren't writing the beginning? What if they were copying down what was left? They remembered something, and we still don't know what it was. In 1901, divers off the coast of Greece pulled a twisted hunk of bronze from a Roman shipwreck. It was corroded, ugly, easy to miss. Until scientists realized what they were looking at. Inside that lump were precision-cut gears, over 30 of them layered like a mechanical brain. It could track the sun, the moon, the planets, even predict eclipses, and the date of the Olympics. This wasn't a statue or coin. It was a machine, a computer, and it was made 2,000 years ago. Nothing like it appears again in history for over 1,000 years. No plans, no writings, no second prototype. Just this one, found by accident on a sunken ship. The ancient Greeks were never supposed to have tech like this. So the question isn't, how did they build it? It's, who was it built for? It was early morning. The sky lit up like fire. A blast rocked the Siberian forest, flatter than Hiroshima, and no one saw what hit them. 80 million trees flattened outward in a perfect ring. Windows shattered 500 miles away. The shockwave circled the globe twice. But here's the part that breaks science. There's no crater, no debris, just a scorched zone of devastation, and a hole in logic. Was it a meteor? A comet? Then why no impact? Some theories turned wild. Mini black hole, alien failsafe, even a weapon, not made by humans. The official term still used today is chilling. Airburst of unknown origin. No wreckage, no remains, just silence, and a forest that fell to something no one can find. In the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro, one of the world's oldest cities, archaeologists found something terrifying. Dozens of skeletons scattered in the streets, frozen in their final moments. No graves, no signs of battle, just sudden death, caught in mid-motion. One man's skull showed a hole, but not from a weapon. The city's bricks and walls were melted, fused like glass, as if exposed to a blast hotter than the sun. And here's the most shocking fact. Radioactive contamination was found in the soil. Thousands of years before nuclear weapons, This ancient city shows all the hallmarks of a massive atomic explosion. No crater, no nuclear fallout like today's bombs. Just a city destroyed in an instant. And the terrifying question left behind: who had the power to wage nuclear war 4,000 years ago? And why have we never been told? History is not just a record of what we know. It's a shadow of what we've forgotten. What if the past is whispering secrets, too dangerous to hear? What if the greatest mysteries aren't lost, but hidden, waiting for us to uncover the truth? Because sometimes, the more we learn, the darker the story becomes. So ask yourself, how much do you really know about our world? And how much do you dare to discover? History was wild, man. We've got the receipts, people. And oh yeah, the past must be crazy.